So getting back into more of Uncanny X-Men, I told myself, you know what? Since there's people out there actually watching my videos and kind of like my videos over the X-Men, I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and start the prelude leading into the Phoenix Saga. So the next two videos, this one and the next one after this one, lead up into the Phoenix Saga. Now, these two books right here play a very important role. I like these two books a lot because it's Chris Claremont saying you have to read these books to understand what's going to happen later in the Phoenix Saga. Now, guys, this does pick up where we left off last time. If you guys do not remember, in my last video, I covered issue 94 and 95. And basically, we saw the death of Thunderbird, one of the newest X-Men members. He was killed off just like that, like, boop, gone. See you next time. Probably not because you're dead now. But this book right here, it picks up where the last video left off at. And so the way the story starts off, you have Cyclops basically walking around in the middle of a forest because right now he is mad at himself because he has lost an X-Men. That has never happened to him before. And so right now he's wondering, can he lead the new X-Men team? Storm, Wolverine, Banshee, Nightcrawler, Colossus. He is wondering, can I lead this new X-Men team before they all die? Like, I don't want to be a leader that is known to the world that his teammates had died under his watch. And so now he's wondering, can I lead the X-Men? And right now, he's saying to himself, no, I cannot lead the X-Men. I cannot lead this team. I am a horrible leader. Now, we do jump over to basically the X-Mansion, where we see the X-Men are working in the danger room. But we have Banshee and Charles Xavier talking to each other. Now, we have Charles Xavier basically telling Banshee, hey, listen, I am going on vacation for a little bit, just to get away, to clear my mind. But while I'm gone, I have hired a housekeeper to stay with you guys, to help you guys while I'm gone. And so the Banshee, he's wondering, okay, who is this housekeeper? Charles tells him, her name is Mariah McTaggart, and she's going to stay here while I'm gone and basically make sure you guys are okay while I'm on vacation. And so it's kind of like, okay, that's kind of weird that you hired her to come here and watch over a group of mutants, but I'll go ahead and say yes to this, Charles. And so basically we see the introduction of Mariah McTaggart into this story right here. Now, we jump over to Dr. Lang. Now, this character right here, this is his first introduction into the X-Men universe. Now, we come to find out that basically he's waiting on word from the government to see if they will allow him to use his new program to attack mutants across the world. Now, he does get a message from one of his friends saying, listen, the government said no. Your project to attack mutants across the world is a no. Shut down this project right now. But he says, listen, mutants are going to be dangerous one day. Sooner or later, we're going to find a world full of mutants, millions of mutants across the world. And one day, they're going to take out every single human being. And we need to take care of the problem right now. Tell the government to let me use my project. But his friend said no. They do not want you to use this project at all. Shut this project down right now. Now, we have no clue what this special project is, but we're going to find out later on in a later story. But right now, it's kind of like, okay, what is this special project that he's talking about using against the mutants? Now, we jump back over to the X-Mansion because we see Charles Xavier basically having a nightmare. Now, with him having this nightmare, we are seeing him having some crazy dream where he is basically seeing some person flying through space going on some crazy adventure to get to Earth.
Now, this person in his dream is trying to build some kind of psychic connection with Charles. And that right there basically scares Charles Xavier. He says, what in the world is going on? Who is this person trying to build some kind of psychic connection with me? What in the world is going on? And so with that happening, he freaks out. He screams so loud that Mariah McTaggart, the new housekeeper, she could hear him screaming, and she runs over to him to see if he's okay. Now, we come to find out this is why he is going on vacation, so he can find out who's that girl in his dream and why is this girl trying to connect with him for. He says, this is why I have you here, Mariah, because I want the X-Men to be watched while I'm gone trying to figure out what in the world is going on in my dream. But guys, also realize this right here. The X-Men, Scott Summers, Storm, Wolverine, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Banshee, they have no clue that this is the reason why Charles Xavier is going on vacation for. They have no clue that he is having some kind of crazy dreams about some person in space on an adventure right now. Now, we jump over to Polaris and Havok. Because guys, remember, in my last video, these two characters right here, they left the X-Men. They told Charles Xavier it is time for them to leave. It is time for them to start a new life for themselves. And so they left the X-Men in my last video. Now, right now, we are seeing them basically being a couple. They have moved in together into a small cabin in the middle of a canyon. They're saying, listen, this is our new life. We are no longer X-Men. We are now two people who are madly in love and trying to see where will this go. Will this end well or will this end bad? This love between me and her. Now, they do get ambushed by some random person. And the question is, well, who ambushed them? And the thing is, Chris Claremont does not tell us this early. He says, listen, just wait a few pages and you will see who attacked Havok and Polaris. Because right now, all we saw that they both got hit by some being. And so it's kind of like, okay, so who attacked these two characters? Now, we jump over to the airport in New York, where basically the X-Men are seeing Charles Xavier off because he is going on vacation. Now, as soon as Charles Xavier gets on the plane and the plane is about to leave, you have Polaris and Havok basically trying to destroy the plane that Charles Xavier is on. And so you're kind of like, okay, what is going on? Why are these two characters attacking Charles Xavier plane? In the X-Men, they see that. And you have Scott Summers wondering, why is my brother, somebody I'm really close to, trying to kill the man who basically gave us a new life? And so you have Scott Summers say, guys, listen, we must stop Polaris and Havok. These two guys are going to try to kill Charles Xavier, and we have no clue why are they doing that. And so you have the X-Men basically fighting against the X-Men. You are having a civil war in the middle of the airport right now. Now, you have Scott Summers fighting against his own brother Havok, and it gets to the point, they're like, listen, Havok, this is not you. Somebody is controlling you. Please, brother, tell me who is controlling you. And he says, listen, this guy, he has control over me. He's making me and Polaris do these bad things. And when Scott Summers asks him, who is basically controlling your mind right now? He says, that guy right there. And you have Scott Summers turn around and see Erik the Red right in front of him and saying, I'm the man who's controlling your brother, who's controlling your brother's girlfriend. I am the bad guy behind trying to kill Charles Xavier. Now, you have the X-Men Civil War continue. You have Cyclops fighting against his own brother. You have Polaris fighting against Storm. You have Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Banshee trying to stop Erik the Red, because these three guys, Erik the Red, Polaris, Havok, they are trying to basically kill Charles Xavier. And so you have these X-Men trying to say, listen, we must protect Charles Xavier no matter what. Now, the story does close with Erik the Red, Polaris, and Havok just basically giving up, because the plane that Charles Xavier was on, it does fly away, giving Charles Xavier another day to live. And so Erik the Red says, listen, you, my two minions, we are going back home. We are going back home because we failed the mission. But we will try again to kill Charles Xavier. And so this right here is a small piece that leads up into the Phoenix Saga. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end today's comic book video. Please leave me a like down below and also subscribe for more comic book videos daily. Or I try to do daily videos. But anyways, guys, I'm out of here, and I will see y'all on the next comic book video. Have a good day, guys. Later.